Ake Peterson jolted awake to a sound he'd never mistake, his car's engine growling in the garage. Half asleep, he fumbled for his phone, squinting at the security feed. There she was, a short, stout woman with a choppy, manager-demanding haircut, wrestling his keys like she'd won the lottery. Leopard print jacket glinting under dim lights, she jabbed the start button, muttering curses. Jake blinked, rubbed his eyes, still there, still real. This stranger had broken in and was trying to steal his car like it was hers by divine right. He almost called the cops, but a grin crept up instead. This wasn't just any car, it was bait, wired for a police sting targeting pro-thieves, packed with trackers, cameras, and a remote kill switch. The cops wanted a crew, not this suburban tornado. Jake watched, amused, as Karen, no doubt her name, finally roared the engine to life, only to jump at her own success. She adjusted the mirror, triumph souring to irritation. Stealing took too long, apparently. Then, foot slammed on gas, she lurched forward, straight into the closed garage door. Tires screeched, metal groaned, a paint can toppled in the background. Karen's sunglasses at night flew off as she shrieked, indignant. Reverse next too hard, crunching into Jake's tool bench, wood snapping, metal clanging. Jake laughed, nearly dropping his phone, the absurdity waking the neighborhood. Porch lights flicked on, a dog barked. Karen, desperate, tried forward again. Nothing. Jake had hit the kill switch. The engine died, autolocks trapped her, and she went feral, fists pounding the wheel, tantrum in full swing. Muffled screams leaked out. Illegal. My rights. Sue. Jake dialed the cops, choking on laughter. Hey, get over here. Your sting caught someone, but not who you think. The officer paused. What? You'll see. Worth it. 10 minutes later, red and blue lights bathed the street, neighbors gawking like it was a midnight sitcom. Karen, still caged, shifted from rage to victim as cops approached. Unlocked and dragged out, she threw up her hands. Arrest him, she screeched, pointing at Jake. He locked me in kidnapping. Jake raised an eyebrow. Your car? Yes, she snapped. My friend said it was abandoned. I'm taking what's mine. The cop blinked, glanced at Jake, then back. Ma'am, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Her face reddened. This is discrimination, he said, a trap. You broke into my garage, Jake said, and tried to steal my car. Not the point, she spat. The officer sighed. Enough, you're under arrest, breaking and entering, attempted grand theft, auto, resisting. Karen's eyes bulged. You can't, I have rights. She twisted as they cuffed her, still ranting, but the squad car door shut her down. Jake smirked as she glared through the glass. This isn't over. Hope it is, he called back, waving as they pulled away, neighbors shaking heads at the night's chaos. And it wasn't done yet. The squad car's taillights faded, Karen's muffled rants swallowed by the night, but the chaos wasn't over. Jake's phone buzzed, Detective Harris, the sting's lead, voice like a train wreck. You're telling me our month-long op got torched by some random Karen? Jake bit back a laugh. Yup, broke in, smashed my garage, trapped herself, gold. A long pause. We're coming, don't let anyone else nab that car. Jake hung up, shaking his head, neighbors still milling outside, half stunned, half thrilled. Then tires screeched. A beat-up sedan swerved to a stop in his driveway. Out stumbled a disheveled guy, sweatpants, faded tee, panic in his eyes. Where is she? He demanded, rubbing sleep from his face. Jake knew instantly, Greg, Karen's long-suffering anchor. Before Jake could answer, Greg spotted her in the squad car, thrashing like a caged raccoon. He paled, sighed, a sound of pure exhaustion. Oh, for the love of Karen, what did you do? Window cracked open, her voice pierced the air. Greg, they're arresting me for no reason. Tell them to let me go. Greg pinched his nose. What did you do? I was taking what's mine, Greg groaned. Not this again. The cop nearby crossed his arms. Sir, know why your wife was stealing this man's car. Greg aged a decade in that sigh. She's got this thing, sees abandoned stuff, takes it, says it's legal. Lawn chairs, bikes, a damn grill once, but a car, new low. Jake's eyebrows shot up. Legal. Karen screeched, it is. If it's not used, it's fair game. The cop rubbed his temples. She's charged with grand theft, auto, breaking and entering, resisting, serious trouble. Greg muttered, no kidding, paperwork's gonna kill me. Then another car rolled up, old sedan, cracked windshield, creeping slow. Jake's gut tightened. The sting's real targets weren't Karen. These guys were pros, scoping the scene. Two men sat inside, watching, not moving. An officer clocked them, hand to radio, the other staring hard. Karen ranted on, oblivious. I'm suing, this is illegal, I want the mayor. Greg tried, can we just? But the sedan's passenger door swung open. A wiry guy stepped out, glanced around, whispered to the driver. Jake tensed, they'd come for the car. Sir, an officer barked, why are you here? The guy froze, then bolted. "Stop!" the cop yelled, chasing. The driver gunned it, misjudged a turn, and slammed into a hydrant. Water geysered, chaos reigned. The runner got tackled, grunting as cuffs clicked. The driver surrendered, hands up in the flooded wreck. Karen, undeterred, shrieked, "Why arrest them? They're just going home." Jake stared, incredulous. "Are you serious?" "Yes, you set this up, entrapment," the soaked cop deadpanned. "That's not how it works." "I took a justice course," she snapped. Greg sighed longest yet. "Karen, please stop." She gasped, "Whose side are you on?" He muttered, "Not yours," and Jake lost it, laughing as the real thieves were cuffed, Karen still the night's loudest mess. The street was a circus, water gushing from the wrecked hydrant, the real thieves cuffed in a squad car, and Karen still screeching from her backseat prison. Jake leaned against his porch, arms folded, soaking in the absurdity as neighbors gawked. Greg stood off to the side, a broken man staring into the void, while Karen pounded the window. "Greg, they're dragging me to jail, do something," he snapped. "Karen, I've dealt with your crap for 15 years, embarrassment, schemes, and now this. I'm done." Her jaw dropped. "You wouldn't dare." "I'm going home to sleep," he said, voice flat. "Maybe a cell'll make you think." Silence hit like a brick, her face a mask of betrayal, the cops smirking, neighbors muffling laughs. "Greg," she wailed as he walked off, not looking back. Jake grinned at him. "Sorry for the mess." Greg shook his head. "Don't be, this was peak entertainment." He drove off, leaving Karen to her fate. Detective Harris rolled up, surveying the carnage, flooded street, bent garage door, two pros nabbed, and Karen's tantrum as the cherry on top. "What the hell happened?" he demanded. Jake laughed. "Your sting worked, just not how you planned. Karen beat the pros to it, trashed my garage, and they crashed trying to bolt." Harris rubbed his face. "Months of work and she screws it up." "Yup, she thought it was abandoned." Harris groaned, then smirked. "Well, we got M anyway. Her chaos flushed M out." The cuffed thieves looked baffled. One muttered, "Who's the crazy lady?" as cops hauled them off. Karen, undeterred, kept ranting, "This is corruption, I'll sue, abuse of power." An officer approached Jake. "Thanks for the assist, we'll cover damages. She's a bonus bust." Jake nodded at the dented door. "Appreciate it, night's been wild enough." Karen's squad car rolled away, her muffled screams fatting. Neighbors dispersed. Hydrant finally shut off, leaving wet pavement and quiet. Jake exhaled, adrenaline ebbing, then his phone buzzed. An unknown number with a video. Karen's garage meltdown, kill switch moment, and her kidnapped wail captioned, "You should post this." A slow grin spread. He hit upload. By morning, it was viral. 500,000 views. Garage Karen trending, memes exploding. Her crash synced to cartoon bangs, her shrieks remixed with my car. Jake sipped coffee, watching the numbers climb, knowing she'd waken a cell to a digital nightmare. The sting got its crooks, his garage took a hit, but Karen, she'd handed him a story for the ages, and the internet was just getting started. Jake woke to his phone buzzing like a beehive. Garage Karen had hit 2 million views overnight, the internet feasting on her crash and scream saga. Comments rolled in. "Oscar-worthy tantrum, steal a car, blame the owner, peak Karen. Greg's the real MVP." Twitter crowned her Karen of the garage, memes multiplying, her leopard print silhouette photoshopped into grand theft auto. He grinned over coffee, the chaos of last night now a digital goldmine. Detective Harris called, half laughing. "Your video's a hit. Chief's pissed she stole our thunder, but we're closing the sting file. Thieves confessed pros from upstate spooked by her meltdown." Jake chuckled. "She did your job for you." "Yeah, and trashed your garage, claims filed, doors covered." Jake glanced at the dented metal. "Worth it for the show." Harris paused. "She's in lockup court today, might want a brace for more." By noon, Pete, a neighbor, swung by, grinning. "Karen's viral, you're a legend. Her husband's dodging everyone, heard he's lawyering up for divorce." Jake smirked. "Smart man." Pete handed him a flyer from the mailbox. "Justice for Karen," claiming Jake entrapped an innocent woman with a rigged car. "She's passing these out in jail?" Jake asked. Pete laughed. "Nah, some HOA nut dropped M. Nobody's buying it." Jake tossed it. Her victim act was DOA online. That afternoon, his phone pinged, a local news alert. "Woman arrested in bizarre car theft claims setup." Karen's mugshot glared back, leopard jacket swapped for orange, her story spinning wild. "He lured me in, illegally locked me." The clip cut to Jake's video, her crash replayed, and the anchor smirked. "Evidence suggests otherwise." Views jumped, 5 million now, comments savage. "She's delusional. Jail's too good for her." Jake headed to court for the damage claim. Karen's arraignment overlapped. She shuffled in cuffed, glaring daggers as he sat in the gallery. Her public defender looked pained as she ranted. "Your Honor, this was entrapment. My rights were violated." The judge, a no-nonsense woman, peered over glasses. "You broke into a garage, stole a wired car, and crashed it. Explain." Karen sputtered. "It was abandoned. My friend said so." "Your friend's not here. You are," the judge snapped. "Plea. Not guilty." Bail set at $10,000. Greg didn't show. She slumped, glaring at Jake as cops led her back. His claim sailed through $3,000 for the door paid by the Sting Fund. Outside, Pete waved. "She's toast, internet," burying her. Jake nodded, phone buzzing, 8 million views. Karen's war was lost, but her meme empire was just rising. Karen's arraignment flop only stoked the fire. By evening, Garage Karen hit 10 million views, the internet relentless. Memes morphed her crash into GIFs, her shriek looped over car chase scenes, her abandoned excuse a punchline. Jake's phone buzzed nonstop, friends texting, "You're famous," and strangers DMing, "Legendary takedown." Detective Harris called, chuckling. "She's trending more than our bust, chiefs half proud, half annoyed. Thieves pleaded out 6 years each. Your door check in the mail." Jake grinned. "Karen's the real prize. She's raging in lockup, keeps demanding the mayor. Good luck with that." Pete dropped by, holding a crumpled Justice for Karen flyer. "HOA's disowning her. Greg's MIA. Neighbors say he's crashing with a buddy. Divorce rumors are hot." Jake laughed. "He deserves a medal," Pete nodded. "Her bail's untouched. She's stuck till court." Next day, the Chronicle ran it. "Viral car thief claims conspiracy." Karen's mugshot beside Jake, smirking still from the video. Her quote, "He set me up with a fake car," drew online scorn. "Fake car, real crash. She's her own worst enemy." Views climbed 12 million, hashtags splitting. Free Karen from a few diehards, Jail Karen dominating. Jake's garage door got fixed, $3,000 covered, workers chuckling as they hammered. "Heard about this wild night, huh?" one said. "You have no idea," Jake replied. That afternoon, a TV truck parked outside Channel 5, sniffing a viral scoop. A reporter knocked. "Jake Peterson, tell us about Garage Karen." He waved them off. "Video says it all. She broke in." I laughed. They aired it anyway, splicing her crash with his quip, pushing views to 15 million. Twitter lit up. "Jake, the hero we need. Karen's a walking disaster." Court loomed. Karen's next hearing in a week. Jake's claim settled, but his curiosity piqued. He swung by the station. Harris met him, smirking. "She's a mess. Tried bribing a guard with HOA influence. Got solitary for it." Jake laughed. "She's unstoppable. And broke Greg, not paying. Family's ghosting her. She's begging for a deal now." That night, Pete hosted a watch party, 20 neighbors, beers flowing, replaying Karen's meltdown. "To Jake," they toasted. "To Greg's freedom," someone added. Laughter echoed as the video looped, Karen's legacy cemented in infamy. Jake sipped, phone buzzing, 18 million views. She lost the car, the fight, and her grip, but handed him a tail and a paycheck that'd outlast her jail stint. Karen's week in lockup didn't dim her fire. It just stoked the internet. Garage Karen soared past 20 million views, her crash a cultural artifact, remixed into rap beats, dubbed with cartoon voices, even a VR game where players dodged her leopard print fury. Jake's phone was a war zone, notifications pinging, a local brewery offering Karen ale with his blessing. He said yes, and a TikTok challenge. Mimic her tantrum, Karen rage trending. Pete texted, "You're a brand now, saw a Jake V's Karen shirt at the mall." Jake laughed, sipping coffee as the new garage door gleamed, $3,000 well spent. The Chronicle doubled down. Karen's court date looms. Will she crash again? With a poll, 90% voted yes. Her Justice for Karen flyers littered curbs, soggy and ignored. The HOA scrubbed her name from their rolls. Greg surfaced online. Divorce papers filed. A GoFundMe for post-Karen therapy, hitting $5,000. Detective Harris swung by, smirking. "She's pleading tomorrow, try to deal, but DA's not biting. Too much evidence, too public. She's screaming about you daily, says you're profiting off her pain." Jake grinned. "She gave me the script." "Well, her cellmates hate her, won't shut up about entrapment. Judge'll love that." That night, Channel 5 aired a Karen update, stock footage of her crash, Jake's quip, and a jail call leak. Her whining, "Greg abandoned me. This is unconstitutional." Viewers ate it up, 25 million now, comments brutal. "Greg's the winner. She's a legal train wreck." Jake's neighbors threw another watch party, 30 strong. Karen ale debuted, toasts to the night she lost it all. Pete raised a bottle. "To Jake, king of chaos." Laughter rolled as her mugshot flashed, a meme king born. Court day hit. Jake sat in the gallery, curious. Karen shuffled in, orange jumpsuit clashing with her defiance, glaring at him like he'd framed her. Her lawyer, a frazzled public defender, tried, plea deal, probation, restitution. The DA scoffed. She's on video breaking in, stealing, resisting, no dice. Karen leapt up. It's a setup. He lured me, entrapment. The judge, same steely woman, cut in. You chose to break in, ma'am. Video's clear plea. Not guilty, she snapped. Evidence rolled, Jake's feed, crash audio, her rants. The judge sighed. Guilty, 3 months, $5,000 fine, restitution pending. Karen wailed, this is persecution. Cuffs clinked, she was gone, Jake's grin wide. Outside, Pete clapped him. She's cooked, internet'll feast forever. Views ticked 30 million. Karen's cell awaited, but her legend and Jake's triumph were just hitting stride. Karen's guilty verdict was jet fuel for the internet. Garage Karen rocketed to 35 million views, her courtroom wail a new soundbite for remixes. TikTok exploded with Karen in cuffs challenges, teens mimicking her persecution shriek, some in mock orange jumpsuits. Jake's inbox flooded podcast invites, a Karen ale sales spike, even a Netflix producer sniffing a docuseries. He smirked over breakfast, the new garage door a quiet trophy as Pete texted, You're a folk hero, bars nomming a burger after you. The Chronicle piled on, Karen sentenced, 3 months for viral car caper, her mugshot now a pop art filter online. Greg's GoFundMe hit $10,000, comments cheering his escape. Run, King, run, Karen's justice flyers vanished, replaced by Free Jake stickers from pranksters. Her HOA exile was official. New board banned her name, citing reputational damage. Detective Harris called, laughing. She's a jailhouse lawyer now, filed 3 motions from her cell, all gibberish about unfair traps. Judge tossed M already. Jake chuckled. She's unstoppable. And broke restitution $7,000 with your door and fines. Greg's not paying, she's screwed. That night, Channel 5 aired a jailhouse interview, Karen defiant, claiming, Jake profited off my suffering, it's a conspiracy. The anchor cut to her crash, then Jake's quip, ratings soaring. Views hit 40 million, memes evolved. Her leopard print on wanted posters, her rant dubbed over courtroom dramas. Pete's watch party swelled 40 neighbors, Karen ale flowing a toast. To Jake, slayer of Karen's. A kid projected her crash on a garage door. Laughter shook the block. Jake clinked bottles, the absurdity now a badge. Next day, a courier dropped off a check, $7,000 restitution, Sting Fund footing it since Karen couldn't. Jake cashed it, grinning, her chaos paid twice over. Harris texted, She's appealing, says the video, prejudicial. Good luck with that. Jake laughed, her 3 months loomed, but her digital cage was eternal. The brewery sent a case of Karen Ale, label, bitter like her excuses. He cracked one, watching views tick 45 million. Karen sat in a cell, plotting feudal revenge, while Jake's legend grew, garage fixed, wallet fatter, and a neighborhood free of her echo. Greg posted online, Divorce filed, thanks Jake. The internet cheered and Jake sipped, knowing she'd handed him a victory louder than any megaphone. Karen's 3-month sentence kicked off with a bang. Her appeal, a 10-page rant about video bias and Jake's profiteering, landed DOA, the judge dismissing it in a day. Garage Karen capped at 50 million views, a cultural fossil, her crash a stock gif, her persecution wail a ringtone. Jake's life hit surreal. Karen Ale sold out locally, the brewery shipping statewide. A Jake burger debuted at Pete's Bar, spicy with a Sting sauce nod. Netflix greenlit Karen Chronicles. Jake a consultant, his cut enough to redo the whole garage. The Chronicle sealed her tomb. Karen's legacy, jail, memes, and a free man. Greg's divorce final, his GoFundMe at $15,000, caption, New life, Karen free. Her HOA sent Jake a thank you note. Property values up 5%, her chaos a bizarre boon. Harris dropped by, grinning. She's out of moves, cellmate snitched, she's plotting a book, entrapped by greed, no one's buying. Jake laughed. Let her write, internet'll shred it. She owes $2,000 more, fines unpaid, might extend her stay. That night, Pete's final watch party packed 50 neighbors, Karen Ale, and a projector replaying her downfall. To Jake, they roared, the man who parked her ass in jail. Laughter echoed as her mugshot flashed, now a Halloween mask online. Jake clinked bottles, the $7,000 check framed beside his new garage door, a trophy of her ruin. Views plateaued, 55 million, her name a byword for entitlement gone wild. Greg emailed, moved out state, owe you a beer. Jake replied, name it freedom. Corinne's release loomed, but her world had shrunk. Family ghosted, Greg gone, HOA banished. She'd step out to a digital graveyard, her leopard print legacy a warning etched in code. Channel 5's last clip aired, her jail rant, I'll sue from the shadows, mocked off air. Jake sipped Corinne ale, bitter and sweet, on his porch. The street gleamed, hydrant fixed, silence golden. His phone buzzed, 60 million views, a final spike. She'd broken in, crashed out, and handed him a saga, garage secure, wallet flush, and a neighborhood reborn. Corinne's war ended in a cell, but Jake's win rolled on, a quiet king of chaos, keys in hand, unbothered.